Okay, here is my unrecognizable, like, 90s brown girl makeup tutorial that maybe, like, 5 people asked for. So I already primed my face using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, but I think this is really accessible. It's not one of those things where you need to have the face to do the makeup, because it's really all about technique, which you're gonna find out real quick. But I use like the Maybelline foundation in the shade Toffee Caramel, and I use the brush of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I put the foundation in these exact spots. So I do a triangle under the eyes, and I do like a bit on the forehead, and then I do upward strokes like right here, I guess under the cheekbone, and then I just blend upward. Then I use the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in all the places where I put my foundation, except I don't brush it off, I just blend it in. Now I only use powder products because I'm a firm believer that cream products will make you look oily in the long run, and I just don't want that to happen. So I use like an Essence face powder to do my bronzer because I don't like any harsh lines on my face. I think using a face powder as a bronzer keeps everything really subtle. I don't really do any nose contour or bronzer, but I just take the Black Radiance blush in the shade Brick House, once again a powder product, and I put that on the tip of my nose and also really high on my cheekbones, because applying blush really high helps lift your face. Once again, I keep it really subtle because I really focus all my makeup on my eyes and my lips. Then I go in with the Blush Nudes palette. It's an eyeshadow palette, but I use it for everything, by Maybelline. And I go into this little, like panned out goldish shade in the corner, and I use it as my highlighter. I just put it directly on top of my blush using the same brush. I usually like to mix my blush and my highlighter together just because I think it makes the glow more seamless and looks less like you placed it on there. Then I go in with like an angled brush. I think these are for your eyebrows, but I use it for my nose highlight. So I just do like a little line there and then a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I also use it to apply into the inner corners of my eyes. Okay. So once that's done, I go back in with my bronzer, whatever bronzer I'm using at that time, I just use that all over my eyelid, just to give my eyes a little bit more depth. And then I go in with the same Maybelline palette and then go into this really dark brown color. And I really, really emphasize my crease because, once again, my makeup's focus is 100% on my eyes. And I apply some sort of brown shimmery color halfway across my lid, like that. Okay, so next I go in with some kajal. I use the Himalaya kajal. I think this is the most important part. Like, I will not leave the house without kajal. And I put that just underneath my waterline. I like to do 2 layers because I like it to be really dark. I'm going to do a winged liner with my e.l.f. liquid liner. Yeah. Once that's done, I'll set my face with any sort of matte setting spray, nothing dewy. Never anything dewy. And while that's setting, I do my mascara. So I do 3 coats of mascara. I first use a coat of Sky High by Maybelline. Then I use the Green Essence Lash Princess. And then I go in with another coat of Maybelline Sky High. Okay, I didn't really try that hard on my mascara today because I have nowhere to go. But once that's done, I use this Essence powder. It's literally a bronzing powder, but I just use it as a face powder. Yeah, I put that all over my face. I think you always need to use a loose powder after you're done with your foundation, and then a pressed powder on top of everything to make sure there is no shine left on your face. I hate seeing any sort of dewiness, any oil on my face, because I know it's going to build up throughout the day anyway, so I might as well kill it off now and let it build later. So my lips are probably the only part of my makeup routine where I actually splurge, probably because I'm really sensitive to lip products, but I always go in with the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Cocoa. As you can tell, it's like she's worn down. Once I've lined my lips with like a warm toned brown lip pencil, if I'm going for like a matte lip look that day, I would use the Rare Beauty lipstick, like the bullet lipstick in the shade Gifted. Otherwise, I use the Kylie Cosmetics Black Cherry Lip Oil. And yeah, that's the entire thing. And this is what it looks like when I'm not in fuck-ass lighting.